forever. To the Prince of Peace we now solemnly entrust the entire European continent, asking him to continue to inspire within you a spirit of community and collaboration, remaining faithful to its Christian roots and its rich history, being supportive and welcoming to all those who find themselves in need. We pray in a special way for the tormented Ukrainian people. May the clamor of weapons cease, and may all parties involved, supported by the unwavering commitment of the entire international community, find the necessary courage to engage in dialogue in a sincere, direct, and truly respectful manner.
Beloved brothers and sisters, because the Word Himself became flesh, now that very flesh speaks to us, proclaiming the profound divine desire to truly encounter each one of us. The Word has pitched His fragile tent right here among us. And how can we not reflect on the plight of those in the tents of Gaza, which for weeks have been battered by the rains, the wind, and the bitter cold, and also of the countless other displaced people and refugees across every continent, or even the makeshift shelters providing temporary refuge for thousands of homeless individuals right here in our own cities.
How fragile is the very flesh of those defenseless populations who have been so severely afflicted by countless wars, both those currently raging and those that have already concluded, leaving in their wake only devastation, rubble, and deep unhealed wounds.
The minds and lives of young people compelled to take up arms are fragile. It is right there on the front lines that they perceive the utter senselessness of what is demanded of them, and the lies permeating the bombastic speeches of those who send them to their deaths. When the frailty of others penetrates our heart, when the pain of others shatters our granite-like certainties, then peace already begins. The peace of God is born from a cry, welcomed from a tear heard. It is born amidst ruins, ruins that are invoking and demanding new forms of solidarity. It is born from dreams and from visions, which, like powerful prophecies, reverse the very course of history. All of this exists because Jesus is the Logos, the ultimate meaning, the fundamental sense from which all things have taken their very form.
Reconciliation. On this festive day, I wish to extend a most warm and paternal greeting to all Christians, and in a very special way, particularly to those who reside in the Middle East, whom I had the distinct intention of meeting recently during my first apostolic journey. I have listened to their fears, and I know well their feeling of powerlessness in the face of power dynamics that overwhelm them. The child born today in Bethlehem is the same Jesus who says, "Have peace in me." In this world, you will certainly face many tribulations, but please take courage. I have overcome the world. From him we earnestly implore for justice and for peace, and stability for Lebanon, Palestine, Israel, and Syria. Trusting in these divine words, practicing justice will bring peace, and honoring justice will provide tranquility and lasting security forever. To the Prince of Peace we now solemnly entrust the entire European continent, asking him to continue to inspire within you a spirit of community and collaboration, remaining faithful to its Christian roots and its rich history, being supportive and welcoming to all those who find themselves in need. We pray in a special way for the tormented Ukrainian people. May the clamor of weapons cease, and may all parties involved, supported by the unwavering commitment of the entire international community, find the necessary courage to engage in dialogue in a sincere, direct, and truly respectful manner. From the child of Bethlehem, we earnestly implore peace and consolation for all the victims of the many ongoing wars throughout the world, especially those forgotten conflicts, and for all those who are suffering greatly because of injustice, political instability, religious persecution, and the devastating scourge of terrorism. I hold in my heart a special remembrance for all the brothers and sisters from Sudan, South Sudan, Mali, Burkina Faso, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. During these final days of the Jubilee of Hope, we fervently pray to God who became man for the beloved and suffering people of Haiti that every form of violence and conflict within their nation may finally cease and come to an end, and may they be able to make significant progress along the path of true peace and lasting reconciliation. May the child Jesus inspire all those in Latin America who hold political responsibilities so that in confronting the numerous challenges, space may be given to dialogue for the common good and not to ideological and partisan preclusions. We humbly implore the Prince of Peace to graciously illuminate the nation of Myanmar with the radiant light of a truly reconciled and peaceful future. May you restore hope to the younger generations and guide the entire Burmese people along the pathways of peace and accompany all those who are living without a home in a state of deep insecurity or with no trust in the future. We appeal to him that the long-standing and cherished friendship between Thailand and Cambodia be completely restored, and that all the parties involved continue to dedicate themselves to the crucial work of achieving reconciliation and a lasting peace. To him we also entrust the populations of South Asia and Oceania, who have been severely tried by the recent and devastating natural disasters that have harshly struck entire populations. In the face of such undeniable evidence, I earnestly invite everyone to wholeheartedly renew with conviction our shared collective commitment to providing assistance to all those who are suffering. My beloved brothers and sisters, in the deepest darkness of the night, the true light, the genuine light, was coming into the world, the very light that illuminates and brings understanding to the heart and mind of every single human being. But despite this divine arrival, his own people sadly did not welcome him. In his act of becoming fully human, Jesus willingly takes upon himself the entirety of our shared human fragility. He deeply identifies with every single one of us, especially with those who possess absolutely nothing and have tragically lost everything, just like the suffering inhabitants of Gaza. With those who are in the grip of profound hunger and dire poverty, like the suffering Yemeni people, with those who are forced to flee their own lands, desperately seeking a future elsewhere, like the countless refugees and migrants who are courageously crossing the Mediterranean Sea or traversing the vast American continent. With those who have tragically lost their employment, and with all those who are desperately seeking work, like the countless young individuals who struggle immensely to secure a stable job. With those who are cruelly exploited and taken advantage of, like the far too many workers who are severely underpaid. With those who are unjustly incarcerated and frequently forced to live in truly inhumane conditions. The invocation for peace rising from every land across the globe reaches the very heart of God. As a poet writes, "Not the peace that comes from a mere ceasefire, nor even the idyllic vision of the wolf and the lamb, but rather as it feels within the heart when all excitement has faded and one can only speak of a profound weariness. May it arrive like wildflowers suddenly blooming because the parched field is truly in need of it."
A peace that is wild and untamed, a primal calm.
On this sacred day, we open wide our hearts to all our brothers and sisters who find themselves in need and in sorrow. In doing so, we open them to the child Jesus, who, with his arms outstretched, welcomes us and graciously reveals his divinity to us.